Alright guys, well here we are, back at the shop again, and we're gonna build a motorized bicycle. This is for people who have a nice bike and pedal a lot and would like to put a motor on it and not ruin the bike in any way. You know, like you borrowed your mom's bike and you're using it, you borrowed your wife's bike, she ain't using it. Hey look, your kid's got a 20-inch laying over there. Let's put a motor on that, just for kicks. So, what you're going to need is a Harbor Freight motor and a little short trip to Lowe's or Home Depot. Even Ace Hardware seems to have all the parts and pieces that you would need. Alright, let's get started with this and we'll show you how we're going to get started. Here's Mark 1. As you can see, I used the 2 U-bolts. I just used a bolt that's about 5 or 6 inches long by a 1/2 inch. Needs to be a 1/2 inch bolt so that way it holds steady. As you can see, I just split a piece of inner tube right here and split a piece of hose. Put it over the pipe, split a piece of hose, put it over the pipe, put the drill through this right here, put the bolt in, and this U-bolted that thing down. Could have used hose clamps, but we're going to just skip the hose clamps. I'm assuming you guys understand the difference between hose clamps and U-bolts. Just as good, but you know. I got the U-bolts here. Now we just mount the motor to this right here. And we got a motor mount. Let's see what that looks like. Well, we got our first build done. What we got here is a 4 to 5 inch 1/2 inch bolt, 2 U-bolts, a piece of hose I split to protect the frame, tightened down real well, drilled this one hole out right here to be 1/2 inch. So wasn't so hard. We got our $17 piece of 1 1/4 inch square tube. These 2 holes right here already match the face side of the motor. We got our bicycle peg right here. It's held with friction, just tightened up. As it spins, it keeps trying to tighten, so it will stay tight. So it's already ready. We got the old reach back throttle, you know, for the ghetto run. We ain't gonna be doing the ghetto run, but you know, you can do the old reach back throttle. The only thing it's missing is a bungee from the bottom side of the motor here. Hooked to right there. Add a little downward pressure to it, help with the friction. But right now, it's already 22 pounds. Alright guys, well here's what we need for the full ghetto build. We need a 1/2 inch drill bit, we need a 1/2 inch bolt, approximately 6 inches long, but varying on the bike. We need a piece of hose. We split the hose in half. 2 U-bolts. Or 2 hose clamps, or use both of them. We need a little bitty barrel crimp, either side, whatever cable you have. We need some way of stopping the cable when we're making our throttle. We're gonna need some sort of lever. Usually a brake lever is what you find. And we got our bicycle peg right here. Make sure that when that bolt goes in there, it goes in crazy tight. We put a few layers of fingernail polish on it as Loctite. Some of the really good Loctite, or even better, put a little bit of JB weld on the threads. Not a lot, but put a little bit of JB weld on the threads when you bolt that peg on. Alright, well, also don't forget that after you've bolted this on and you've used the Loctite and all, You could also put a sheet metal screw, maybe 2 of them, right into the freaking keyway. One at this far end and one at this far end. And let those fall inside the keyway. I'm sure, so it's one of those ones with a flat head. Self-tapping. And once you get it in there all the way and it's touching inside that groove, just saw off the head of the screw. Boom, you're not ever taking it out. Same with this one. Once it's touching good, don't try to tighten it in too tight or loose and make it wobble. Just tighten it right in there. Tighten it right in there and then saw it right off. And that should work as a really good key. I already tried it. We've got our $17 piece of 1¼ inch square tubing with the pre-drilled holes in it, already perforated. Holes line up with the motor already. We're gonna have to drill 1 hole, just one, with the 1/2 inch drill bit. This is for the people that can't acquire just one gooseneck, man, just one. But let's say they can't. Alright. Can't get a bicycle peg? Watch one of my videos on how to make a wooden roller. You can also put a piece of pipe around it. Or just plain wood works really well, dude. That's really grippy. Really grippy. Works just fine. Alright. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. This has been motorized bike build, but a little bit of the ghetto version of it. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.